Okay, now, hopefully we're back live again.
Woo! Tell you what, that was like Space Station NASA when something fell off a spaceship.
So those of you watching this live, those of you watching this after the event uploaded to YouTube will think, what the hell went on? Well, that's something to be discussed in another video. Talk amongst the other subscribers. Yeah, Andrew Penman here, but this is Scott Davies' video, and he's giving away a fantastic electric skateboard today, the H220 Mini. While Scott's checking, I'll just go through. We had a bit of a problem. It wasn't my internet. I think it was Scott's phone that caused a crash. Because I've done a few of these live things. They're pretty good. So yeah, we're back on live. So just thumbs up, guys, if you come on board. Let me know if you can hear us. Today, yeah, we're back on. So sorry about that. So where were we? We were at. We were at the point where we're talking a bit about the Teamgee, and we're also talking about CloudWheels, weren't we?
Yep.
Now, CloudWheels, I'm going to point out something. You'll see this board here. Someone's asked before, what's this board? This is the Transite board, and basically what this is a board company in Sydney, Australia. Eduardo's got these incredibly made direct drives, and they're mind-blowing. Now, I'll be unboxing this next week. It is one of the best boards I've ridden for a long, long time. The serious... I'm a now converter to direct drive. I wasn't a direct drive. I was always been a street wheel surfer skater, like my hubs. I've got into belts because I've got the gearing, but I'm not a big fan of the old pram wheels, they call them, the all-terrains. This is the bloody Goldilocks, isn't it? You can slide them, you can grip them. They feel like they're like you're riding an all-terrain wheel, like a 6-inch pneumatic blindfolded, but yet they are feeling like also a street wheel urethane. It craps over the 105 ABEC flywheel. So yeah, I'm unboxing these new discoveries. So that's enough for me.
You keep talking. I'm just going to tell people on the other stream to come over because there's people on the other stream.
Yeah. Okay. So So if you're just tuned onto this stream now, we had a initial one for the giveaway, and it's still going. We're still live on the giveaway for that skateboard. Please, if you're watching the Teamgee, this is not a paid commercial. I just got the t-shirt for free, and I was wearing it today on my filming, and I just forgot to take it off. And Scott said, "What are you wearing the Teamgee for?" I said, "Yeah, true, I forgot." So we just independently review these boards. Scott has been doing this for a couple of years, and I've been doing it for about 4 years. This is a place to come to get really good advice on boards that are good. Okay, they're not boards that we kind of pick to pieces or say there's a fault there. We're hand picking these things. A lot of boards go back to factories that don't even make the cutting. Well, they make the cutting room floor. They don't make the filming. So effectively, what we do here is try and advise you guys on the right board. So yeah, these are boards we ride, we keep, and I've got all my boards I've kept, and I continue professing that I will find the best boards out there and recommend them. So that's what we're doing. So essentially, we're still reviewing, and we are finding faults with them, but we're feeding them back to the company. We're saying, hey, you need to fix this, you need to fix that. You need to do something, and we give that whole lot of help to them as well.
Exactly. All right, guys, let's move on. We don't want to take too long because this might happen again. Who knows what's going on with my phone. As you can see, this is not a super professional setup. We don't have multiple cameras and angles and switchboards and stuff, so we're doing our best we can.
Well, it's pretty professional. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Come on. All right, really quickly, last thing I want to talk about is a couple of boards I've got coming, just so you guys know to keep an eye out. And everybody's gonna cringe when I say this, but just hang in there with me, because I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised. The new MaxFind. So I know MaxFind is...
Really?
Yeah. MaxFind, personally, and I hope MaxFind isn't watching, but they're renowned for having just terrible... I shouldn't say this because I'm going to be reviewing one of their boards, but...
The really ones weren't bad. I mean...
they were very underpowered and poorly made and so on. And yeah, exactly. You bought a 3R, just hit it nail on the head. Their new stuff is very different. From what I understand, it's all Hobbywing ESc and Hobbywing motors. You can take the batteries out in like 2-3 seconds. The new stuff coming out is the FF. That's not what I'm getting. I'm getting the Sport 4 or something. So that's coming very, very soon. It's in transit right now. And then also, this is a big ticket one which I'm really excited about. And again, this one's in transit right now from China. We've got the X-Way Wave coming, which is as you know, is their brand new shortboard. And I know these guys are smashing it out to get them delivered to customers or get them on sale very, very quickly. So when I get it in about a week and a half, it'll only be probably a few more weeks after that, and it'll actually be on sale. They've learned from all the mistakes they had with the X-Way Flex and the long delays and so on. So once I get it, I'll review it, and it'll go live for sale, I believe, 2, 3, 4 weeks after that. It won't be months and months and 6 months of Yeah, exactly.
That's fantastic.
So that's really, really exciting.
I can't wait to see that.
And then the last one, and the one I'm actually really excited about, because it's one of these companies that started off small and they delivered a really nice, simple product, and they've sold a shitload of these things around the world. And that's Lycon. You would have seen me. I looked at Lycon and the GR and the G, and it was a really good entry level, long range board that would do 40k an hour, and it was a really good starting point. Well, they fine tuned it. The owner over there is just Scott. Press the button. Oh, I'll press the button. There you go. Sorry, I saw you say press the button before. I had no idea what you were talking about. I just clicked. So the new board coming out, they've built this thing from scratch. So they've actually designed the trucks. They haven't got off-the-shelf trucks. They've gone and built, and they've designed the deck. This has been custom made. It's full carbon fiber.
Yeah, it's full carbon fiber.
Full carbon fiber, built-in battery. It's going to be dual belt drive, 1500s. That's all I can say right now. There's a couple other things that's going to be really, really awesome to do with this board, but that's going to be getting released very, very soon. So, yeah, can't wait. What have you got?
What have I got?
What have you got coming up?
Oh, I've got coffee in here.
You got coffee, yeah. Got the coffee?
My famous coffee. It's Andrew Penman coffee.
I've got gin.
Okay, what have I got coming up? We've got the CloudWheels Unboxed, the 120 new Discovery model, and this is it. There's the blue one. You get a sneak preview. This is the demo board to ride. You'll notice there's some screws in there. The actual transite board, the direct drive, is impressing me immensely. I'll tell you now, I was never a direct drive fan. I didn't like the whole look of it. When you couple a large cloud wheel with a direct drive, it works. It works so well because the clearance, you got a lot of clearance. I love the ride on these wheels. I haven't ridden these ones yet. These are, well, I have rid them, and they're incredible. So the original green ones I had a fix for those, but I'll be honest, the cloud wheels are really now going to be my go-to wheel, because I'm a skater surfer for the core. So I like the feel of urethane on the bitumen. I don't like the pram wheels. I don't like the big air tires. You can't slide them, move them. This is what I want, but gives you a feel like you're blindfolded. You feel like you're riding a 6-inch my tramping pneumatic. Seriously, except when you hit a big bump and you go bong on the air. This doesn't have that effect, but generally on 90% of the ride, you think you're riding an all-terrain. It's freaking amazing. I'm loving this. So I've got the unboxed on the CloudWheels. I've got the Transite. This one here. There's my Transite. So we'll be doing that. That is an incredible board. That is one of the nicest finds for 2020 for me. I'm blown away with this, and this is going to be worth watching. It's not cheap. It's not a budget board. This is up there with, Evolve territory, but you're getting high quality 6 years worth of R&D, 65 kV motors, super fine windings, so they give a really low kV, but coupled with the hobby wing, it gives a really good curve. It's an amazing curve on this, so that is impressive. So that's all I've got coming up. Also got the carbon fiber board as well. I've got a carbon fiber coming up as well, belt drive, and I've also got a big monster board.
I was going to say, don't forget the big one coming.
I've got the big one with 7-inch wheels. Again, they are the honeycomb, and this has got a Vest 6 twin 6.2, and it's got a 500 watt motor on each wheel. Can you believe that? It takes me 100 kilos like a Evolve. So, and it doesn't get over 23-degree temperature on those hubs. This is quite an amazing development. You're not going to get fast speeds like 45 kilometers an hour. You might get 38, 40, but for a street cruiser, for a long range board, and also for aesthetically, the deck is just beautiful drop down. It's got deep drop downs on it, so that's coming soon as well, probably about 3 weeks. That's a beautiful board. For a group ride board, that's my favourite board right now. It's like riding on, can I say one thing? When you ride a belt drive and you make a lot of noise, it's exciting, you love that feel of the gearing. When you finally get a board that's dead silent, like that one I rode today, you've ridden today, and we can't talk about it, but it's dead silent, similar to this. This is exactly the same. And this is pretty quiet, but this is like dead silent, and this other one's just no sound. When you're riding a board with no sound, it's like being propelled on air. It's like going on a cushion. It's like something like Back to the Future. It's like a futuristic thing. Exactly. When you have no sound, it's mind blowing. It's another level. Okay, that is really something that I really didn't expect to really fall in love with. And that is no sound. Yeah, it's beautiful. Exactly. Just silent.
All right, guys. Listen, I think we're not gonna hold you ransom any longer because I don't want the internet. I don't want my phone to fail again. So we'll jump straight into the competition, and then we can we can chat, we can stay online for as long as you want, and we can talk and answer questions and so on.
Yeah, fire questions. I am getting back to my comments. I've got about 2 months worth of comments. I'm slowly going through tomorrow. I'll get through all the comments. If you are one of my subscribers, I apologise for that. There's so much that's happened on my channel at the moment. It's crazy at the moment.
Yeah. All right. So guys, let's look at the competitions. First of all, thank you so much for everyone for entering. This is the first competition.
Hey, did I enter? Did I go?
You did, but I took your name out. First competition I've done on my channel, first giveaway. Yeah, radio. So we ended up, and I was really surprised. This number was actually really low. I thought it'd be a lot higher. We only had 326 people enter, so you got a really good chance. There were a few duplicates, so the rules were only one entry. So I'm not going to say any surnames, but Bob, Alexander, Jonathan, and Ryan. Not happy. Not happy. You can't just slightly put a slightly different initial on the end of the name and expect to get away with it.
One sec, you keep going.
Where's he going? So guys, we had lots of people enter. Everyone from Queens to Rockvale, London, Canada, loads from Australia, Denmark, Thailand, Poland, and heaps from Hawaii, which was really exciting. I don't know where Penman's gone. Oh, yeah. So very, very exciting. So now guys, let's do the draw. What I'm going to do is I've just got a random wheel picker. I'm actually going to come up to the camera because I don't have a fancy setup where I can share my screen. This is all very
We're doing on a budget here, people.
We're on a shoestring budget. So here is the laptop. We're going to do it right now. Good luck, everybody. Massive good luck. Here we go. This is for the Teamgee H20 Mini. Oh, the suspense.
It's killing
The
me.
suspense. I put it at 20 seconds just to last ages. Here it goes. Who is it? Who is it? Matthew Sherman. There we go. Now.
Okay, I'm gonna watch this because I'm the adjudicator. That's not Matthew. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Matthew Sherman.
Matthew Sherman.
Congratulations, my man.
Hope he's watching. Now, all the names on there have already been confirmed. They're all subscribers, so we don't have to go through and do that.
Yeah, that's really that's good. I love that wheel. That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that I just wanted to say that I did. The reason I'm here is because I'm making sure this is legitimate, and it has been done in accordance with the provisions that I outlined at the beginning.
You can tell he was a forensic tax investigator for how many years?
Yeah, for 30 years.
Yeah, there you go. So guys, so that's the competition done. So if you want to stick around, you can. Let me just.
We'll be watching those who check
we'll be
out.
watching, exactly.
We're watching those people who check out and don't keep watching because we will know your names. You'll be blacklisted.
Exactly right. Now
You need to go because it's 7 o'clock. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning in New York. If you need to go to work, that's cool. In California, they're waking up soon. The early birds are up at about 5. 2 in the afternoon in UK. Hey Google, what's the time in Germany?
The time in Germany is 1:34 p.m.
Oh,
middle of the day.
yeah.
You guys going to the beach.
Have a long lunch. It could just continue on. Big shout out to everyone in the world. Be careful. Right?
Yeah.
You know, continue what's happening. It's so scary. We're having a little second wave in Melbourne here. It's just it's freaky. So you know, in what's happening in America is so scary. So just be vigilant. If you don't want to get this thing because this disease will get into your lung.
People are commenting. Their Google's just answered because they heard your voice. So their Google's their house.
Fair enough. Sorry. Hey Google.
Stop it.
Make sure you subscribe to Andrew Pip on YouTube.
What do I want to say? So I saw a comment before asking about the Onsra from Fabian. I haven't heard from him. I don't generally chase boards. I wait for the people to come to us or come to me. I know Andrew's the same. We're already so busy with so
we
many
knock
boards.
back boards. We knock back. Look, I love to tear the boards we knock back.
Hang on, but I wouldn't knock back the Onsra. It does. The belt drive looks very interesting. I wouldn't knock it back, but yeah, we haven't heard from him. I guess we're just. I personally, I guess we're just too small, or maybe we just tell the truth too much.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing though. This transite board is a very similar kind of setup to the Onsra.
Yeah.
But these have different motor windings. And I'm an electrical fitter mechanic. I actually pulled them apart, had a look at them. The windings are fine wire, which gives you a very, very low amp and a high EMF, a high voltage. So you're getting the best coupling of a hobby wing adjustment, the new hobby wing with a very, very different winding that's on a normal direct drive where they have a thicker winding, higher amps, lower voltage, giving you a higher top speed. Yeah. So this higher torque. So this has a less torque, so to speak, but it has the hobby wing makes it more torquey, but it has a bit of top speed. So very clever design, this transite. I'm really impressed with it, and I must say you will be when you see the unbox and what I've done on this thing and how I ride it. it's mind-blowing. So yeah, really nice.
Josh just asked a really interesting question, and I'll give the answer. So he wants to know, do I have any plans to review the Smooth Star board? The answer is no, that's his territory.
Yeah, look, if you check out my channel, I've done the Smooth Stars before pretty much anybody. I live in Sydney. I know Rhett, the general manager, managing director now of Smooth Star, very well. I'm a surfer of 47 years and a skateboard rider of 49. So I do ride the Smooth Star. I'm nearly 60, so I can ride it. I love riding it. It's a beautiful board. Believe me, when you see the deck on these things, a deck on a Smooth Star craps over a Carver. No disrespect to Carver or to Surf Skate or to the waterborne front truck, but when it comes to a mechanism and a board that emulates surfing, emulates a board, and I've surfed the North Shore Hawaii, I go to Indonesia, I still surf on a short board, Mark Rich's twin fin, and Channel Island Biscuit. I surf just as well as I did when I was 24. You cannot beat a Smooth Star. It is the most amazing surf tool, training tool. And check out a guy called Kales Broccoli. He's on Sydney as well. He's a pro surfer. He's actually done the whole analysis of the Smooth Star surf skate Carver, and he just does the most amazing videos. This guy's a surf trainer, and he lives up at Whale Beach. And yeah, you'll see that there's no comparison. Smooth Star is. Check out my channel. You'll see my reviews at Toledo, the Manta Ray.
Can you stop spruiking your channel? We're on my channel tonight. Christ.
Yeah, so
This
basically,
guy.
yeah, so Smooth Star, if you want to improve your skateboarding, electric skateboarding, if you get away from stick riding, get into a Smooth Star, carve on that, and bang, you'll even perform so much better on these electric skateboards. They are the best training tool. Forget about going to a gym, just use a Smooth Star and you won't have to go anywhere.
Exactly. Apologise, someone just said don't cough on camera. I apologise. I've been outside, it's extremely dusty. I don't have a cold, don't worry. Excuse me.
This house is dusty.
I didn't want to say it.
I'm renovating at the moment. That's why you'll see a fireplace go up here down the track. A fireplace will start morphing eventually.
Couple of points, Kevin. Yes, there are going to be some more giveaways. I've had a couple other suppliers reach out and ask if we could do something similar. More news coming. I should have said that at the beginning. There was another question here around. Where was it? Sorry, I hate doing this. G3. So Jay has asked, do you all think the hub motor backfire G3 would pair well with the CloudWheels? Now, no, it won't. They're making this contraption that'll go with it.
Well, actually, I'll let Scott go first, and I'll tell you what I think. But yeah, he's got a good point. But he'll listen.
They're making this contraption that will bolt onto the outer bolts here, and then stick out with the CloudWheel.
So basically, that's your hub. It's similar to the design of the actual.
It's like doing this. Okay, in my opinion, it's absolutely ridiculous, but they're doing it, and people are buying it apparently. So anyway, what I have seen, and this might be confidential, I'm not sure, but hey, shit happens when it's live. They are making a sleeve designed for the G3, so it's a CloudWheel sleeve. So it's this part of the wheel here only.
It just goes on like a
and it'll actually go on like a sleeve onto the G3.
Okay, can I push the bullshit button? Can I push on that?
You obviously lose the foam core, but you still get the grip, and you get that extra, probably almost inch of.
Okay, to me that's just a normal sleeve. That's just a sleeve.
It's not a normal sleeve.
It's got a different tread, but it's technically another urethane sleeve.
Yeah, but it's fatter.
Has it got the foam inside?
Of course, it doesn't have the foam inside.
Okay.
But it's that fat compared to that fat.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree, but you know what?
He wants his board to look like a Model T, stick out a foot wider on each side.
Okay, with the hub adapter on the CloudWheels that goes on a hub motor like that, it is actually quite good and it works brilliantly. If you've got the older, smaller hub motors like
Kevin, you're right. It is dangerous.
Yeah, no. If you actually, if you put them on a smaller width of wheel, it works out to be exactly the same. You don't get any problem with touching. And I recommend taking the sleeves off. If it's a urethane sleeve on those hubs, like most hubs, from the Cool Wheels to the Mepos to the Onans to the Backfires to the X-Ways, slide that urethane off. Put your new adapter on with the CloudWheel. As long as they're not too wide initially, you'll get a really nice carve on that. But the front truck will be smaller. But you just go and get a Gullwing Sidewinder 2 truck on the front, which is 10 inches wide. Take that front truck and toss it. Put that on with the CloudWheels, and you've got a match of width wheels of 10 inches. They will work well on hubs. I reckon it'll work really well. I think it will really well. I'll try and get one.
We'll agree to disagree. Another question there was around a mini shootout. Yes, 100%. I think this is something. Well, I haven't spoken to Andrew about this, but it's something we'll probably do as a collaboration, because between the two of us, we've got probably every mini board out there. He's got the boosted Mini X. I've got the Stoke. We've both got this. I've got the Vestar Mini.
I've got the Mini, so Meepo Mini V2, the bitey one that's got it. I've been riding a long time, and I actually perched on that for dear life. It's quite scary. It does 44 kilometers per hour, and it gets there in about 3 seconds. It's a nice board, but I'll test that, as you said, with the Meepo Mini, the Backfire Mini, and the Boosted Mini X. We'll do a trick.
Definitely. We don't have the own board, but we've got quite a few. So we'll work something out in the next coming months around weather and so on. We'll find a location. We'll try to find somewhere that's got like a flat and a hill, and maybe we'll both film. Maybe just Andrew will film, but we'll both bring all our boards and we'll get all the stuff going.
Yeah,
cool.
Because this actually is a nice. This performs really, really well too. The Teamgee is actually a great little. It's a middle of the road. Does everything. You know, it doesn't sort of doesn't fail in what it delivers. It's really nice little board. I'm loving it.
Exactly. What are your thoughts on gear-driven electric skateboards? Example, jet boards. That's a tough subject.
Hot potato. We don't take.
Gear drive boards are incredible. There's two types out there, and Andrew can talk very well on one of them, being the planetary gearing, which is in the ESk8. It was on my Jackson Monster, but then there's the traditional, I guess, gearing, which is on not the torque boards. What is it? It's on torque board.
Yeah, torque boards. I think they've got
planetary.
Planetary gear. Look, it's coming. It's definitely coming. That's the next big thing. I'm getting a board. I may as well tell them, I suppose. I'm getting a board in about 3 or 5 weeks' time. I'm getting the big Monster ESk8. It's a 4-wheel drive planetary gearing, but not the one that you saw on my channel. It's a new model. It's a slightly smaller deck, better motors, completely reworked. It's about $4,000. I mean, this is about 3,000, whatever. This is for the serious player who wants an off-road. Forget Baja. It's still belt drive. You're still getting stuff caught in the belts and grass and whatever, and cleaning it. This is sealed, full waterproof planetary gearing. I'll have that on my channel. I'm going to be fully testing it, sand, everything. That's coming. And planetary gearing is the future. This is silent, but also I wish I could say, but something else coming is going to be planetary gearing the size of a cigarette box, and it's dead silent, and it just makes no sound, and it makes direct drives and belts going to be redundant in 4 years' time or 3 years' time. It's gone. They're finished. This is the most amazing direct drive gearing for hills, instantaneous. Like, it's just unbelievable.
We don't talk about eco. I can't even pronounce it. Ecomobile.
But I can talk about briefly. Ecomobile, nothing wrong with it. It is a knockoff from the ESk8. Now I'll tell you.
It's not even a knockoff. It's a copycat. Like they've looked at the ESk8 and they've said, how can we make it cheaper?
It's not bad for the price. Forged steel parts. It's not real. It's got a gas piston in it as well, but nothing like the ESk8. The ESk8 actually is the original one. Look, if money is a problem, there's no problem with the ESkMobile. There's nothing wrong with it. It does its job. But when you get on side by side, and I'll have a comparison on those two boards, thanks to David in Sydney, who's getting the ESkMobile in about 3 weeks. We're going to go and test that. Dave, if you're watching later on, and also I'll be having the ESk8, the brand new 4-wheel drive planetary gearing, which is the real deal. It's the one that first invented. Side by side testing, I'll let you know. We'll show you the difference straight away. So that is the future for sure.
Snow and Power Adventures just asked. I've already answered, but someone he asked what's my favourite skateboard at the moment. Mine. I mean, I've said RS, but it really does change from the RS and the Vestar Blackhawk. The RS honestly, it's just so smooth and powerful and carvy, and it just feels like you're in like a Rolls Royce. With those 90mm wheels, I put the CloudWheels on it now.
This is the RS.
The RS, absolutely beautiful. But if I'm going on a night ride, I'll take the Vestar Blackhawk every time.
I'll tell you what, you ride my Vestar, you ride my RS with a tramp and pneumatics, you'll change your mind. The reason I say that, it's a lot more stable at high speeds. I love the
Blackhawk. They only take the Blackhawks for the range. It's
true.
Much bigger battery than my RS. That's the only reason.
Yeah, so my favorite board right now is the RS, the real 100%. It's just precision built. It's like it's German field technology. It's unbelievable. And I've got the Tramper all-terrain 6-inch pneumatics on that. It's unbelievable. However, this thing has now impressed me so much that this direct drive will be my next thing. This is what I'll be riding from now on, a direct drive system. It's super smooth, super quiet, and it hasn't got the belt issues. I mean, like you get addicted to the belt sound, but now I'm addicted to no sound. So this is my favourite board at the moment to ride right now. The Transite is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's just another level again. The Variel is right there. The Blackhawk's close. and there's a couple of things coming up there as well. But yeah, you know, you don't have to pay big dollars, guys. Don't forget, you know, I'm not saying the normal culprits out there, but you don't have to pay for this stuff. This stuff coming up now is better than the brand names that you were probably thinking about. And I own 3 of them, so. Yeah.
A couple other questions here. Direct drive motors versus hubs. 100% direct drives. Hubs, hubs they're extinct. The direct drives with you can swap the motors. They're just
direct drive is the future. Direct drive is so smooth, so incredibly responsive, but also it's very soft to ride. Very, very beautiful. A hub's still nice if you get a decent.
Yeah, like the Backfire G3 with that really thick rubber. Best hubboard out there in my opinion. Julio was asked around any info on the RS all-terrain kit. So that is definitely coming. The all-terrain kit and the light-up wheels are definitely coming. Vic's been spruiking them. The all-terrain kit he gets, he's onto his 3rd or 4th version now. I think it's up to the 4th one. He keeps sending them back. He's not happy with the quality.
Vic is obsessive, a bit like me, and he makes sure everything is 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, he does slip a bit sometimes on shipping and emails, whatever, but he's a one-man show. It's a very small operation, but when it comes to the final product, really, what he's designing and what we got, the RSs are unbelievable. If you want to get electric skateboard, you want to jump in, get an RS for real, don't even look back. It's better than a Volt. It's unbelievable. It's just mind-blowingly incredible. This thing, though, will take the cake. This will take the actual... I'm loving this. I've been riding this now for 3 weeks at Transite. It's unbelievable. Direct drive is now my favourite wheel to ride, without a doubt. 100%,
spot on. Will we be looking at the build kit boards? I've seen them. They're absolutely amazing. The only reason I haven't looked at them, I just don't feel it needs a review. There's plenty out there. Everyone knows they're amazing. They're fantastic boards, amazing power. You build it yourself. There's not really much more to say. I mean, it's like it'd be like me putting my review up in 12 months' time with the Stoke. I mean, everyone knows the Stoke. It's been around. The new build kit boards, however, definitely. So there's 3 new models coming out. Very, very excited to see those. Yeah, the Mini is awesome, but the 3 new boards coming out, I'll definitely try my hardest to get my hands on one or more. 61 Rusty just said the RS goes well with the Evolve ATs, 100%.
Yeah.
Really interesting. The trucks on the RS are exactly the same, but thicker than the Evolve truck. So my CloudWheels I put on my RS, I used the Evolve kit from I Wonder.
Have you got the cloud wheel, the 120?
I got 105.
105. Scott's just reviewed these. I was going to review the original ones, but Yuri asked me not to because of he wants a new model coming out, so I'm reviewing these. So if you've just tuned in live now, I've got the 120 blue ones. These are sneak preview. I'm going to be reviewing those. I love CloudWheels. That is my next favourite. So CloudWheels and direct drive is just something I'm just addicted to now. It's a whole... You can see the way I carve on it. It's just makes you perform better. They are the go. Forget the core cracking. Check out my channel for the fix I've done with the urethane. I did it anyway. Mine didn't crack. The original ones on this, they're over there, or there they are. They didn't crack. We've really hammered these. So I've got a reason. I know why they cracked. They're pushing the bearings in, putting them in the freezer. You'll see my unbox on this. I'll tell you all about that. So keep your eye out for my unbox on the CloudWheels Discoveries. That on the 120s, they are going to be... That is you don't need anything else. Yeah. It's a one-stop shop, all-terrain, everything, carving, sliding. They're just beautiful, and look how good it looks. It looks really sexy as so. Yeah, it is nice. I mean, I love that colour though. I really love that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Just simple. Yeah. Josh has just asked, have you had any bad electrical skateboard stacks? 100%. Or me personally, when you're testing these boards, and if you're doing it properly, you need to put them to the limits, and sometimes you go a little bit past those limits, and I've had a couple. You'll see me rubbing my knee. I've had a couple of knee surgeries on this knee. If you can see my elbows.
Did we mention the leaf board?
The leaf board.
The leaf board is actually claimed a few casualties. They claim me, and I'm a very experienced rider, and I don't fall off at all. When I do fall, I know how to fall. I'm 60, have not broken one bone, have not done anything. I've fallen a fair few times, including in front of you, but it's the way you tuck and roll. But 100%. So the leaf board is a lovely board, but it's a pocket rocket. It's really over-engineered.
It's a death machine.
It's pretty dangerous. But having said that, we all have falls, but look, guys, learn how to fall. Go to a place where you can ride off the bitumen onto grass and learn to dive, learn to fall. Learn to fall on grass. And what you do, you don't just put your hand out and don't rely on flatland gloves to slide you off, because that sliding can also do your rotator cuff, right? What you need to do is learn how to put your hand down. As you hit the ground, you take the impact and then roll.
Yep.
So from like rugby league players, you watch how they fall. I played rugby league, but also you learn like parachute jumpers, the knees bend and you roll. You got to learn to break that fall, not take it on an arm or a leg. But if you are falling on concrete, that is a lot difficult, but you can still damper that by doing a technique. So learn how to fall properly. That's really important, okay? Even more important than wearing sometimes elbow knee pads, but always wear a helmet. I mean,
and learn how to foot brake if you can, because when the ESC fails or the remote fails, you want to be able to stop yourself.
yeah, true.
Trisha's just asked, Trisha Lever, what's the best board that feels like a regular skateboard, light and carvy? Now, me personally, for me, it's probably my second newest board, the X-Way Flex. Super light, very carvy, and nice flex to it. Not ginormous 90mm wheels, I think they're 85mm wheels. You can go belt, or you can go hub, so you can go diddly quiet, or you can go nice whine of the hub, of the belt, sorry.
Okay, in terms of regular carving and a regular board, do you mean like a short board, or do you mean a long board like Street Cruiser? If you're talking about a long board Street Cruiser, one of the nicest boards I've ridden is the Teamgee H6, which is the retro pintail one. It's only about $4.99. It's got a red stripe, and it's black, and it's got the red stripe, and it's got a beautiful carving truck on it. It feels like a regular longboard, and it goes up to 33 kilometers per hour. It's got a beautiful liquid LCD screen. It's got cruise control, so you can double click the thumb drive, double click it, and it cruises and hands free, and then. So that's a cheap board. It feels just like a longboard, and if you're not going to be performing up big hills, it takes my hill number 3 at about 16 k's an hour. Pretty respectful. So the Teamgee H6 is the best board for like a longboard, cruisy street board, and it looks friggin' retro. It's got like the iPhone little thing on the bottom. It's all inbuilt batteries, no big battery case in the bottom. That's good. If you want performance board, what rides like a regular skateboard, the Transite for sure, and the Viril RS with the original boosted 90mm carves incredibly. That is my favourite street board, without a doubt. Yeah.
Another question here. It's I can't pronounce. I'm not going to bother trying. Any thoughts on the issue with Evolve's throwing riders off boards?
Septic.
Just touchy subject. So we've both got Evolves. Andrew's got an old Evolve. He's got the GT1, and I'm not sure what else you got. And I've got the Stoke. Now the Stoke and the GTR range were immensely fixed as far as the ESC and the remote. They've changed the Bluetooth, they changed the battery configuration, they changed the ESC. Now, there's comments saying they're still cheap parts, which I agree with.
They are.
I
I tell you, they're not signature hopping. That's the thing.
No.
The latest future is signature hopping. When you get that whole independent, like one of a million different combinations, there's not going to be problems with dropping out or double connecting. My Evolve never dropped out. I'll be honest, my Evolve Limited Edition 1, LiPo, it still works like beautiful, never dropped out. But the new ones are Bluetooth, they're better. But look, I've got a client, as a person I've been training how to, ride, a lovely guy, I've been helping him ride. And he went up to Queensland and he fell on his Evolve and broke his collarbone. He was in the process of actually taking a lawsuit against Evolve. That's no secret, but this is happening a lot with Evolve. So the dropouts are there. Be very careful. When I ride my boards, I can go 40 k's an hour down dangerous situations with cars and traffic. Total safety, because before I do that, I test these things on the flat, and they are 100% effective and reliable. So Evolve have had an issue with their disconnection. That's no mystery and no secret. But just be careful if you have an Evolve. Make sure, you just
look after it. I mean, and we've never had a problem. Tiff's just commented there. She's got an Evolve 1. She's never had a problem. Everyone I know, or I know well, has never had a problem.
Yeah, mine's never dropped out.
Yeah, never.
But I've also never dropped my remote.
Exactly, and that's what I'm about to say. You've got to look after your gear, right?
You don't drop remotes, guys. A remote has a circuit board on it. It's quite sensitive. Do not drop your remotes. I mean, that is the last thing you want to do. That's the first thing to check when you have a problem. You get a new remote, just to see if that fixes the problem. So don't drop your remotes. Put your lanyard on. Make sure you hang it. So if you do have a glove and you drop it, you've got.
But also look after the brain of the board. You've got to remember, people are saying, it's dropping out, it's got cutting. And I've seen some photos that it's all scratched underneath and hanging off and dents and breaks. I'm not defending Evolve at all. But I'm just saying, if it hasn't happened to a large group of people who look after their stuff, yes, we know there's a problem. There's no secret to that. But I think with the new stuff, especially with the GTR range and the Stoke, it's definitely a lot better than it used to be.
Oh, the technology.
100%.
So I've been doing this nearly 5 years. The technology has evolved from my first cool wheel, which I was paid out on
Yep.
reviewing a Chinese board. What are you reviewing Chinese board, you loser? Fast forward now, what a joke. That was the first person to ever review them was me. And now Chinese are cutting edge with Hobbywing. Hobbywing have been doing this for about 30 years. They are an RC remote control company, have done cars and stuff. This is not their first rodeo. They've been doing this for so long. They know what they're doing. It's a multi-million-dollar company. So you are getting one offshoot of that company that does Hobbywing, but they've been doing this stuff for ages. So with the technology now, you're not getting cutouts, you're not getting dropouts, you're not getting dangerous situations. If I had any thought in my mind going at 40 k's through the city or down hills to the ocean, and that my board would cut out, I would never want to ride. I'd be so scared. But I have total faith in what's coming out of not just China, but a lot of companies now, and they really are safe as.
Trisha's just put a comment saying her rebuild kit is a bit glitchy. Does this get better? If it's glitchy, contact them straight away. I've got one. Tiff's got one on here.
Is yours glitchy? Or
Perfect. It's again, it's Hobbywing. It's actually got a Hobbywing ESk and remote in there. And I've got mine's never glitched. It's never had a problem. If you're having issues, just contact them straight away. The best place is via Facebook Messenger. The owner of Flow, he manages that.
Yeah.
Just get onto it. Just send him a video and you'll be fine.
I must say, Hobbywing have had a bad batch come out of stuff.
Yeah, and that's what eBoard 3 Hours just asked. He said, have Hobbywing had a recent issue with some S?
They had a bad batch. There's no secret there as well. I mean, Vic had a bad batch. Blackhawk had a bad batch. Vesta. And lucky Scott and I are first beta, early adopters. We get them pretty early, and obviously they sometimes then might switch production to another run or something like that.
Well, I think it's linked to the new OLED remote.
Yeah, I like the fact you couldn't say OLED. OLED.
It's the Kiwi accent.
Yeah.
As soon as they put that remote out, they started having problems.
I know.
100%. I reckon it's linked to that remote. Everyone's saying. Exactly.
And I can tell you now, we talk about the change of the two remotes with. We won't mention the board company. We had a board. We had the OLED remote as well as the normal remote, and I found the OLED to be a little bit slower on top speed and a little bit less torque taking off. We're talking 5 to 8% top speed and probably 5% on torque. Not noticeable, but when you got the old remote, the plain one, it was a lot more body, a bit more body, a bit more top speed. So there's obviously a slight calibration in the OLEDs. You wouldn't normally notice it unless you got on one and another one, and I wouldn't worry about it. But there's obviously some teething in time to get that.
I need to stop you. We've just had a message here. This has been a sick live stream so far from Matthew Sherman.
Oh, Matthew. Well, he won the board, didn't
Matthew won the board. I hope you know you won the board. Have you been there from the beginning? We didn't see any comments. Do you know you won the board, Matthew?
Oh, sorry, I meant to spoil that. I thought.
No, don't worry.
Okay.
He does know.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, he's won. And there's my light switch for that's for a bright. So that's my bright ideas. This is my car alarm. You don't get many of those alarms as an alarm or a worry about a board. If there's a problem, I'll open that door. That's just brilliant. And then the bullshit and the yes button. So look, this is exciting for Scott to do his first giveaway. I'm blown away.
Yeah.
I did one giveaway in a Viril, but I haven't had the offers from the vendors to do many more. Try and get something to give away, hopefully. So we'll work something out.
If there's no more questions, we can end the stream. Big congratulations to the winner.
Yeah.
Big thank you to Andrew Penman for coming in and adjudicating. Do you guys have any more questions before we end?
I think
lots of people saying they enjoyed it. We might make this a regular thing. Maybe once every 8 weeks we might do a little chat and just talk about the...
I think it's really... I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, we had a glitch before, but I think it's important. Scott and I we do this every day. I've retired. I do this every day. Scott, pretty much. Hope no one's watching at work, but you do it nearly every day.
On my lunch break.
We do this as a profession. We help people...
XR, for sure. Sorry, I'm just answering a question.
Yeah. We help people get the right boards. That's what our role is. We review them, and there's problems, we'll feed that back to you and the vendor. We've helped a lot of companies improve the product. We're trying to also keep the bastards honest, so we say in Australia. The Evolve, the Boosters, the big companies out there, the Baja boards, the big trampers. Yeah, you can put your prices up, but if your price doesn't reflect what's currently out there, does the same job even better, you've got to be accountable for that. So that's our job. We're helping bring the industry more competitive nature by reviewing great quality budget boards. And now we're moving up to more expensive boards. But the point is, that's what our role is. And my role on my channel is just to help people get in the industry, and I've done that to thousands of people. So it'll change your life. It'll blow you away when you get into the sport. It's just the most exciting thing you can ever do. Yeah. So
just to carry on from what Andrew just said, I was out today filming on my lunch break.
Scott is a very, very hard worker. I can tell. And he does his...
Because I need to do the filming between my full-time job and my family, and I need to get
absolutely.
under the boards. I also like to sort of relax as
But
well.
you do a lot of stuff on weekends. You do
Exactly.
things-
Yeah. So I was out filming today, and Andrew was just talking about keeping the bastards honest, and the big boys, the 4-wheel drives. I went out today on a 4-wheel drive hub board with 9-inch pneumatics, and this thing was just... I was going through the forest, and I was watching the footage back. You can't even hear the wheels. It's incredible. It's like a Hollywood scene where some sort of dolly is following behind me. There's just...
I know, it's hovering.
It's incredible. There was no noise from these hubs, and these hubs are ginormous. They're like, as I said, 9-inch pneumatics.
Not one sound. In fact, this thing makes no sound. If you had a decibel machine, you're looking at probably 3-5 decibels. You cannot hear anything. This is dead silent. When you start riding silent electric skateboards, can I tell you right now, it'll change your life. It's like hovering on air. It's like on a magnetic hover. It's like the Back to the Future shit. It really is.
Yeah, 100%.
Unbelievable. And the board I've got upstairs, I'm dying to show you, which will be 3 weeks away. It's a big beast, 8-inch honeycomb wheels. It's so quiet.
Go get it.
Oh, I can't. I can't.
Go get it.
No, I'm going to show you. I will show you. This has got 8-inch honeycomb wheels. It feels like you're on a bouncy, all-terrain, massive wheel. But I went to Manly Dam tonight on dark on my own, and I went past dudes on their mountain bikes, about 10 of them. They went, hey, stop, pull over. Where's the sound? What's happening with that thing? They thought I was being pulled by a rope or something up the hill. They could not believe there was no sound from the sport at all. And that is actually very addictive. So not only are these addictive, the CloudWheels, but oh my God, you couple that with a silent board. Forget belts. Belts, I said, will be dead in 5 years. I've got 2 years up on that statement to go.
Exactly.
So I think belts in 2 years will nearly be dead. They'll be just, the future will be direct drive and these and silent hubs, I can guarantee. But they've got to get the gearing right, and planetary gearing will be the future. 100% planetary gearing will be the future of electric skateboards. Dead silent too, by the way. The ones I've seen come in, the one that fits in a cigarette box, no sound. No sound. No sound at all. Just complete quiet.
And when you're in cities like we are, Sydney, it's theoretically illegal.
Yeah.
It's nice that you're not, like today I was going through the forest, there was ladies and men out walking their dogs, and it was just like, they didn't care.
That's right. This one upstairs, Scott,
Yeah.
it has 4 wheels all the same. The hubs are hidden, camouflaged, so you can't actually see any motors, and the battery casing is so thin, you'd have to get down on your knees to see. You'd just think it's a skateboard.
Yeah,
you would never think it's electric skateboard. So this is the future, like silent mobility, but also incredibly stealth stuff.
Yeah.
That's the future.
Russ, just range with the ATs. So the board I was riding today, testing today.
Oh,
is
Russ Dando, yeah. Russ Dando's one of my subscribers. Hey, Russ, nice to see you.
The board I was... Can you shut up for a second? This guy. Honestly, you get so excited over one name.
I know. Sorry, I was about to drink
Russ is a subscriber of mine as well. Hi, Russ. It's a 10S9.
Are you pinching my subscribers?
I am.
You are.
10S9
I'm about to drink the CloudWheels.
configuration. So 10S9 piece. It's a huge battery on this AT. So this one, we rode it the other night around the city. A group of us. I think we did about 22k, and I still had 4 lights. So it's absolutely incredible.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Yeah. Well, you were there.
That's right. I was too.
All right, guys.
Hang on, I got lost, Fred.
Yeah.
I got lost.
Guys, we're going around in a circle now. Let's end the stream. If there's no more questions, I'll do my ending and he can do his ending. Guys, always remember, wear a helmet, skate safe, and we'll see you on the next video.
I haven't got an ending.
You do.
Guys, until next time, safe skating, happy skating. We'll see you in the next video. Andrew Pimmons signing off.
Thanks, guys.
That's a wrap.